Inside Gaming is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Don't let hackers steal your financial details. Secure your data at expressvpn.com/inside.
The mic was too far from my mouth. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily. For Thursday, it's There's Trouble Afoot Thursday. And no, we will never run out of these alliterations. This time the trouble's coming from inside the house. Your Animal Crossing house, of course. What's that, Lassie? The trouble's coming from inside the house?
Oh, that's not scary. Isabella's standing out there with a wrench next to your gas line. Yeah, the latest installment of Animal Crossing is absolutely killing it when it comes to sales. Turns out that people really want to escape this hell world we live in and live on a pleasant little deserted island. Well, honestly, me personally, I think I'd go to the top of a mountain, but desert island sounds fine. It's just me, nobody else. I have a cannon that I fire at ships that get too close.
And a rifle for men.
Men own this ladies-only zone.
You better turn around and swim the other way, dollface.
Sorry, ladies. This island is men only.
This mountain's for the bros. Yeah, and people are buying up the game like crazy. In the first month, Animal Crossing New Horizons sold 5 million copies digitally, which is more than any console game in history has sold.
Holy sh**.
I still don't think you needed that many, Amir.
I was building an extra room just entirely out of Switch cases.
Yes,
so.
that's right. And I huffed and I puffed to the best of my abilities.
It makes great sheetrock.
Part of that is due to the situation we find ourselves in. When Animal Crossing released at the end of March, a lot of people around the world were under quarantine, so buying digitally was their only option.
Well, there was another option. Maybe you've heard of it. Maybe we've talked about it. It's GameStop.
Good, draw it out.
Yeah.
Power to the virus.
Yeah.
Ryan, I think, made that joke on the Daily yesterday.
Power to the players to get coronavirus.
Good to see it coming back.
But still, that's an impressive total. Researcher Superdata said that Animal Crossing beat out the previous record holder, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and it also roughly matched the first month digital sales of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Pokemon Sword and Shield put together. So that's some really impressive company.
Super
Smash Brothers.
Brothers who smash.
Hot Brothers.
Super Smash Step Brothers.
Super Smash Swagros. Animal Crossing's always been a big franchise for Nintendo. Now it's become one of their crown jewels. It's perfectly suited for the Switch, and it's been a welcome distraction for gamers in these very stressful times.
It's also no secret that there's a shortage of Switches these days, and a big part of that is due to the popularity of Animal Crossing. It was recently reported that Nintendo is looking to boost production of Switches with a goal of 22 million more consoles over the next year in order to meet demand. Amir's putting an addition on.
So everything is great, right?
Yes, everything is
Cool,
yeah.
so I can go outside?
Well, there's no one stopping you. You still have your constitutional freedoms.
I kind of feel like protesting. Well, there's one major issue with Animal Crossing that's been popping up, and lots of people are saying that Nintendo needs to fix it. Any guesses?
We need to execute Blathers.
Yeah, why does he need to assess the fossils before I can donate them? I mean, just take them, Blathers. This is taking away my valuable fishing time.
Where I catch 1,000 crucian carp and nothing else.
Black bass, the most metal of all fish.
Horse mackerel. Of course, mackerel.
Obviously, we're not going to read the line about Blathers being precious just for autumn.
I don't know why, but I am going to kill Patrick Brown.
Blathers is canonically a hoe.
He's a slag. Bit of a slag. We've been watching Love Island, and there's an episode where somebody calls a girl a slag, and it's like the biggest thing that happens. They are like, mate, you can't go around calling birds slags. Are people complaining because the multiplayer is janky as f*** and straight up doesn't work sometimes, and you have to watch an entire goddamn cutscene every time a new person comes to the... Or are they complaining for some other reason where you can't make your friends go sideways and it's burning a hole in your OCD brain? Are they complaining about the absolute audacity of villagers who refuse to pose nicely for your photos? This game sucks, it sounds like, is what I'm reading here.
Actually, this is something even more egregious. Cloud saves. Because Animal Crossing doesn't support them and it's already causing some grumbling online, a recent post on the Switch subreddit asks the million-dollar question. Why are we paying for cloud saves if it isn't featured in major games like Animal Crossing?
That's an excellent question.
That's a good point. Cloud saves are one of the biggest selling points of the Switch Online service, but then again, nobody ever accused Nintendo of doing the internet right. They find new ways to f up, which is insane, because like the road to stable online gaming is so littered with massive failures and f ups, and you'd think everything had been tried, but Nintendo still consistently invents new problems for themselves.
User Mr. Tip1 wrote, I don't know about you fellas, but cloud gaming was the biggest driver for me to get Nintendo Online. But what is the point when the biggest game you really want to be able to back up your saves, like Animal Crossing, doesn't even support it? Why is Nintendo always taking one step forward and 2 steps back?
Yeah, cloud saves are a great feature anytime, but they're really important for a game like Animal Crossing where it's easy to sink hundreds and hundreds of hours into, and nobody wants to lose all that progress. I know I don't. That game has consumed me, and if one flower is out of place, I will be so pissed.
Mr. Tip's post quickly shot to the top of the subreddit, and a change.org petition, of course, asking Nintendo to enable cloud saves got more than 22,000 votes, which shows there's quite a bit of support.
But what about the change.org petition for bringing Sour Altoids back?
Did that work?
No, I don't see any Sour Altoids anywhere.
Sour
Change-
Altoids were good as
You know what
tear
I
your
like?
mouth up.
Those sour ice
Connor, we don't have time for this.
Never had sour icebreakers?
We don't have time for this.
So it was kind of like a fruity sort of take. The petition also mentioned how much time people spend in the game as a reason that cloud saves should be allowed. The author, Lucia F., wrote, many players spend hundreds, often up to thousands of hours on one of these games, building up their fictional towns and developing friendships with its inhabitants.
Okay, I get the point, but also, like, that's really sad.
I mean-
building up friendships with its inhabitants.
My friends.
Everyone, I'm back.
Oh, Raymond, you have such a way with words. And yeah, if you lose your console, your game is done. It's a really archaic system, especially in 2020, when pretty much everyone else has moved on to cloud saving. But you don't even have to lose your console. Even a weird glitch can erase all your progress. Or letting your computer go to computer. Or letting your Switch go to sleep.
It kind of is like a
Great.
computer, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it is.
You ever think about that?
Yeah.
Patrick?
No. Another person on Reddit told a horror story of their girlfriend losing their Animal Crossing game after putting more than 100 hours into it.
Ooh. And then losing her life.
Why don't people have cloud saves? When we're gone, we're just gone. That's kind of
I
fucked
know.
up.
Yeah, great. User Stephen Delg wrote, we both know it's just a game and that she can start over, but to know that all that time she put into the game has been wiped, all her villagers, her items, her money, her, and this is in quotes for some reason, cute outfits, they're all gone and there's no reliable solution to getting them back, is heartbreaking to say the least, so here's hoping that Nintendo gets their shit together and figures something out soon. I bet they won't. This seems like a pretty easy fix though, right?
Well, for its part, Nintendo has addressed why they aren't enabling cloud saves in the game because they want to prevent cheating. But I mean, people already do that anyway with like the time travel. I mean, I don't
So
know if
easy.
you guys consider that cheating, but
Yeah, it is, but the game is so f***ing slow anyway. Who gives a shit?
right.
You're not getting a leg
Yeah.
up on anyone. The game's director, Aya Kyogoku, told IGN that the game's team found that with cloud saves, users could potentially cheat by multiplying or increasing the number of a specific item. Kyogoku said, it messes with the economy of Animal Crossing by getting the items or bells as much as they want. Trying to acquire items or money is something we do in real life too, and we also want the users to understand that there is hard work involved with doing these types of things, just like real life. Video games are just like real life too, though. You know, shake enough trees and maybe you'll get to go to a tarantula island. All right, kiddo?
I did get a successful Tarantula Island.
Kyogoku added that by putting in hard work, I think it creates value and love for that specific item you were able to gain. I love my peach. And at the same time, by creating an environment like that, fans who do put in the hard work, we wanted to make sure their hard work does not go in vain and we are able to support those players who put in that time and effort.
They're Republicans.
Yeah, well, they're capitalists.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
pick yourself up by your bootstraps.
They believe in the guiding hand of the free market.
It's kind of hilarious considering how many exploits there are in this game to easily become a billionaire. There is an infinite item duplication glitch that people spam the hell out of before it was patched out, and there are forums upon forums where you can find the best islands with the best turnip prices. You can go nuts at Tarantula Island, I know I do, and you can time travel, I don't do that. There's really no end to easy ways to make money in this game, but cloud saves exploits would be the devil. I mean, okay.
They did say back in March that they're working on a system to recover saves if something happens to your Switch, but it doesn't seem like that's happened yet.
It's a nice Switch you got there. Be a shame if something happened to it.
In the meantime, Nintendo did fix one thing in the game, the interest rate on your savings account. So if you log in today, you'll get a note from the Bank of Nook telling you that the interest rate earned on stored bells will go down, because I guess they want you to stay out there spending money. I didn't even know there was interest.
Yeah, I didn't know that either, and it's funny because I checked my mail. They sent me a rug that's literally just one giant bell bag. I thought they were gonna like reimburse you like bells or something cool.
It's a weird tweak to make, especially considering that there are much more glaring problems with the game. But it sounds like Amir, that bell rug is cool to, I guess, walk on. I don't know. I don't really do
To look at.
off to storage with it, where you'll never see it again. With all
Yeah.
of my, what's that fish with the whiskers? Loach.
A catfish.
No, it's a loach.
A loach? Is it looking at you with reproach?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
If I had a nickel for every time I had to read those things.
Shouldn't all butterflies be yellow? Because butter is
I
yellow.
feel like you should be tipping a fedora.
A common blue butterfly. I guess I'll put it in a rare green bottle. What the does that mean? Not even opposites. Blue and green are friends.
Well, they did expand the museum, and now it includes artwork, so that's pretty cool. Can't wait for my finger paintings to be on display for the world to see.
And to have those old Greek statues with their penises hanging out.
That's awesome that they added dick statues.
Dicks on the
Yeah.
Switch.
All my finger painting is done in my own and the human shit of others. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, my account doesn't get banned because it is art.
That is how you
yeah.
paint too, with your fingers crossed.
That's right,
And that's
yeah.
kind of why you're so.
Well, it's the only way I can get it into my ass before I take it to the canvas.
Get the most supply.
We're back, by the way. Good news. The nightmare is over. Here we are in our studio.
Yep, back to normal.
So proud of us.
We did it, boys. Back to normal.
Can't believe we conquered this disease.
I'm still in my secret bunker, but I'm never coming out.
Well, you don't have to. Where's he going?
I've gone full-blown prep.